Hello and welcome back to the channel. I am John, the creative blue collar guy. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you to all of my 200 subscribers that I just recently hit that mark on. It's a very modest number, I know, but as this is a very humble, modest channel just trying to get off the ground, I'm grateful for every single one of you who tunes back in each time. If you are new here, thank you so much for being here. Please take a second to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to ring that bell for notifications. Make sure that bell is set to all, so that way you get notified every time I put up a new video or go live, as well as making sure to like and share this video out there for others to see, and let me know what you think about this in the comments. So now that we've got all the business stuff done, the members of the Offspring, which have not been punk rock for a very long time and have not been relevant for a long time, just can't help but continuing to make themselves look like giant tools. If you've been living under a rock the last 3 to 5 days or so, maybe you haven't heard about this yet, but I'm not going to go into all the great details of the Russel brand controversy because obviously you're not hearing about it for the first time for my little channel. But because this sort of falls within the music world, I had to at least talk about this because, again, I just think it's so funny when one person tries to call out another person just because maybe they don't like something about this, that, or the other, but they themselves have done equally stupid things. So, as you can already see on the headline, Noodles, so again, if you're not aware, he is the guitarist for a band that was really popular in the early through maybe the mid to late 90s, and who knew they were still around? I don't know. Anyways, so Noodles reacts to Russel brand controversy saying, quote, "That creep was trying to start a cult." So while I was at work today, I was listening in a little bit while Anna, known as That Star Wars Girl, was doing a pretty lengthy live stream about this. She also went live yesterday. She has been tweeting furiously about this. And as of right now, at least from what I've seen and what I've heard, Russel Brand has not done anything illegal. He has not broken any laws. Yeah, there is a story of him and a 16-year-old girl, but as many of you may not know, in the UK, the age of consent is 16. You may say it's weird that he was 31 and she was 16. Sure, I'm not going to disagree with that part of it, but so far it does not look like he's actually done anything illegal. During Anna's live stream earlier today, she was going through some of the stories where they initially started out with, oh, he flashed me, oh, he made inappropriate comments, but then later accepted an invite to go back to his flat, and they eventually ended up dating, ended up sleeping together multiple times, all of which he has said over and over and over were all consensual. So that's kind of the short answer there that I already said I wasn't going to get into. But anyways, here we are. So my understanding is that as of right now, the accusations are anonymous. The stories that have been coming out usually end like that, where it ends with, oh, well, we started dating and then we slept together a bunch of times and, you know, whatever. So it sounds a lot like these girls were maybe just upset that they broke up or whatever, not to mention the fact that this all happened, but the claims that have come out so far were from upwards of 10 to 15 years ago. I'm not trying to say that automatically negates these accusations, but I think, you know, if an investigation needs to be made, then yes, maybe they need to look into them. However, Russel Brand is pretty much already getting the full Johnny Depp treatment where his agents are dropping him. YouTube has demonetized his channel. Other partnerships or contracts or deals he had, he's been dropped. Streaming services and television networks are dropping his any content that he's in, all over accusations. And again, I'm saying if they look into it and what some of these girls are saying come out to be true, I'm not above coming back and saying I was wrong or whatever, but as of right now, it just looks like Russel Brand has, for the last few years, started up his own YouTube channel where he's been speaking out against the virus of unknown origins and how safe or how accurate is this so-called, you know, medicine or whatever that we're supposed to be getting to help stop the spread, whatever. None of it works. Anyways, he's been very critical. He's very, a lot of what people would probably call conspiracy theories, but I think a lot of stuff he's put out there has also come true. So, hey, there's that. But he's someone who I think people thought was part of the leftist Hollywood group, which maybe he was at one point in time, but people can change, people can grow out of things, and he's very much been going against the narrative lately, and that's not a popular place to be. So I definitely do think it's a little bit of a convenient timing that people are now trying to deplatform him, and it's working so far. Like I said, he's already really getting the Johnny Depp treatment when just anonymous allegations have come out. But let's talk about what old Noodles had to say. The Offspring's Noodles recently commented on the Russel brand controversy and claimed that the British comedian had been trying to start a cult for years on X, Twitter. Several women recently accused Brand of assault, harassment, emotional abuse in a joint investigation by the Sunday Times, The Times, and Channel 4's dispatches. The comedian has since received harsh backlash, though there were names such as Elon Musk, Andrew Tate, and Tucker Carlson who openly supported him. So Noodles, from The Offspring, first reacted to a New York Post tweet reporting how the three men stood by Brand. The guitarist said, quote, "Choose your rogues gallery wisely." Then he had his own claims about the comedian as well. As the rocker tweeted, I think that's you're using that term a little bit loosely, calling him a rocker. As the rocker tweeted the following, saying, quote, "That creep has been trying to start a cult for years. It should come as no surprise that he is credibly accused of those things. That's what cult leaders do. Credibly accused." I would like to know what kind of evidence he has on Russell Brand, because everything that I've seen and read and whatever's out there so far, maybe he knows something we don't. He also replied to a user stating how they'd always found Brand creepy. And actually, hold on, let's back it up for a second. He's saying that he was trying to start a cult. He started a platform. He started a channel on YouTube, just like I am here. I'm reading an article. I can interject my opinions here and there, but those are my opinions. You can choose to click on my face and watch this video, or you can keep scrolling and ignore me. Just like Russell Brand, his whole channel, you could choose to watch his videos or not. Maybe some people went in thinking, oh, he's a comedian. Oh, I really liked him, and get him to the Greek, whatever, and they start watching his videos and go, oh, I don't really like it, and they just move on. I don't think they're joining into some weird thing that they don't agree with or don't like just because he's out there putting his opinions on the internet. Isn't that what everybody does? Isn't that what Noodles is doing right now on Twitter? He's just putting out his opinion. But apparently that means you're trying to start a cult if your opinion goes against the popular narrative. So someone else said, agreed, there was always something super creepy about him. I tried to figure out what others saw in him, but never thought he was funny. Again, I'm sure people really loved him in Forgetting Sarah Marshall. The movie Get Him to the Greek was really popular. Those are the main two that come to mind. I know he's done other stuff. I know he's also a comedian, so he's done a lot of other things, but no one seemed to have a problem with him until he started his YouTube channel and started just speaking his own opinions. Brand responded to the accusations through a recent YouTube video as he refuted all of the claims and allegations made against him by 4 women, all of which have, at this point, I learned just this afternoon, ended up actually being in a relationship with him and dating him after claiming that he said or did something inappropriate. They decided, well, maybe I'll still hang out with him, and, yeah. So you can view the tweets and accusations below. Here's this video, what the New York Post said about it, with Elon Musk, Andrew Tate, and Tucker Carlson supporting him. There's the tweet from old Noodles. There's the response. So not much else to say here. Like I said, you're not hearing about this story for the first time from my little channel, but I would be remiss if I did not point out the fact, if you're not already aware, The Offspring recently, I think within the last year or so, kicked their drummer out, who I believe was a founding member. Honestly, I don't know because I haven't really kept up with them over the years. I don't know if they've gone through a lot of lineup changes, but they booted their drummer from the band because he wouldn't get the jab to supposedly help combat the virus of unknown origins, which doesn't actually help to combat anything. And now I've just been canceled for that. So this video will be shadow banned. So if you are still watching it, thanks for being here. So on one hand, we could say, okay, well, the Offspring guys are part of the virus cult because they think that, oh, this is the thing you have to do for us all to get back to normal society, so much so that they booted out a band member because he wouldn't comply with what the rest of them all wanted him to do. Now this guy's out here making videos on YouTube just speaking his opinions. People don't like it. This stuff's coming out. And all right, yeah, so I guess according to this guy, that means he was trying to start a cult. Anyways, short one today. I just had to get this out. I talked about it a little bit in my live stream, but I wanted to make sure it got out there and didn't just get buried in the live stream. So what do you guys think about this? I mean, feel free to throw in anything. What do you think about Russel Brand? Which side are you on with this? Or are you kind of waiting to see how it plays out? What do you think about some, washed up, out of touch, wannabe punk rocker guy having something to say about this after, what they did to one of their own band members? I don't know, but that's it. That's it for today. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on your way out. Ring that bell for notifications. Make sure it is set to all. Please like and share this video out there for others to see. Sound off in the comments about what you think about all of this. And I will see you next time. Cheers, everybody.